Opening comment. Hello, I guess. Hello. I guess it's exciting that you're still playing. I think that's what's exciting about right now, and especially excited to be at home, be in front of our fans and in the city, and hopefully people are excited because I know we're excited to be playing.
What are your concerns about Butler?
Just about everything. They've been here before many times. They've been in hostile environments many times this season. I mean, they set their preseason schedule up so that when they get to this point of the year, that they're ready, and they've done that. They have a group of guys that have been deep into the tournament. They're very talented. The coaching staff is intact. They know us very well, just like we know them well. So there's a lot to be concerned about. It's just making sure that we come out and play hard.
Rob, how do you respect what they did last year but not fear them because they're obviously what they've accomplished?
Well, you respect everyone, all your opponents, because as coaches, we all know how difficult it is to win games at this level. It's a fine line. Even that team that may have only won 2 games this season, it's a fine line. But, yeah, we have a lot of respect for what they've done. Fear, I don't know if it's fear. I think it's just respect that they're going to be well prepared. They're going to be excited to play just like us. And we're just hoping that 6th man can be the difference for us.
Rob will trot out the old, it's tough to beat a team 3 times story. Where do you come down on that one, having beaten them twice already this year?
People say it all the time because I guess you don't really see it a lot, or it doesn't come across in sports that much. But I can give you plenty of examples of teams that have won three games over the same opponent. I can give you plenty of examples too on that 3rd time where it didn't work out. So no, we're just excited to play, and it wouldn't have mattered who we had played tomorrow. We just go out there and just get the guys prepared to play.
What was the atmosphere like for Valpo on Saturday night from your take in your time being here? What was the atmosphere just with the crowd and everything like?
Wow, it was incredible. It really, I guess it was a reminder for some people how it was 05 and in the years before, of how exciting this place can be, how that student section can really fill up, and how electric the place can be. So.
It was fun to see. We really didn't know what to expect. Hadn't been around when they were making those runs back in the day, but it was exciting to see. And it was fun to see our students get out there and support us, because obviously we're off campus and we don't get to see that too much. But it was great to have them out there, and it was nice to have that advantage of home court.
Right. Rob, could you envision this scenario playing Butler for the title at home 6 months ago when you guys started running the hill, working out?
Well, I think all of the teams in the league had Butler in mind because of their run from last year, and they're defending champs. So you start with the best in mind, and Butler had proven to be the best. So when you prepare your season, you're trying to prepare yourself to beat the better teams. That's how you usually begin the season. Without scouting reports to prepare for, or a opponent per se to prepare for, you look at the best teams in your league, you look at the best teams in the country, and you start preparing yourselves, your defensive schemes, your offensive schemes, based on trying to beat the best teams. And Butler had proven to be the best team in our league. So, of course, I would say anyone that was sitting in this seat, in the position that we're sitting in, was always preparing to beat Butler, because they had proven that they were going to be there. Now, that didn't mean it was going to happen. And that's when, as you went through the season, you kind of got a feel for other teams. But if you want to talk about the beginning of the season, before you had any opponent to prepare for, I think everyone was preparing to see how you're going to be able to handle Butler.
And what are you expecting from them defensively? Are there any new looks, or do you think you've seen everything from them? What do you expect?
Just playing against them for the 4 years that I've been here, they play really physical, and I'm not really expecting too much. Just I know it's going to be a hard-fought game, and it's going to be physical. That's what you can expect from Butler. They got a great coaching staff, so I'm not really You know, I just want to come prepared to play and stick to the game plan.
Coach, you went to the NCAA tournament during the first season. A lot of visitors were saying that, the different coaches, players. You win tomorrow. This is your team. Have you thought about that?
Well, I've been to the NCAA tournament before '05 too, and I think some of those guys on that team were guys that first team that I sat in their living rooms and talked about the vision of Milwaukee basketball before all that. So we still feel real connected to that '05 team. Matter of fact, a lot of those guys are back around. So, whenever you take over a program, you're always going to have players. And when we came in the first time with Bo, we had some of Rick Cobb's players that were pretty good, and were able to get it going. And when Bruce came in, he had a lot of Bo's players. When I came in, I had some of his players. And so that's natural. But to get to your question, I understand exactly why you asked it. It is exciting. It is, I guess, you do feel a sense of pride knowing that it's taken some years to put this together. And it is, you had a vision as a team, as a staff, and we stuck to that plan. And we've put together pieces to put together this run. So it is satisfying. But what I say is it's more satisfying than the first. Anytime you get to the NCAA tournament or have a chance to be close, it's always exciting.
Either of you guys, when did you guys know that this team was something special and had the ability to do something special?
Well, I think for me, just right away, just the way the team meshed, and we didn't start off as strong as we felt we could have, but just the way we've kind of bonded all year and from our summer together and our trip to Italy, I think we knew we had all the pieces we needed in the right attitudes, and we get along so well. I think it was just a matter of when we going to come together on the court. We expected it to happen a little quicker, but there were so many new bodies and different styles of play from previous years that took us a little bit longer than we would have liked, obviously, to bring it all together. But I think we knew that it was going to come together, and as long as we stuck to Coach's plan and stuck together, that it would, and eventually it did.
Yeah, like Tone said, we kind of knew that we had a lot of pieces. Losing Ricky and losing Big James last year, but we went to Italy and we had a great feel for each other, and it didn't go as planned, but everyone hits that type of adversity, so we just stuck with it, and the coaches stuck by us and we put it together.
Yeah, it was just, I think it looked a little worse than it really was, but I think even if I wasn't okay, I'd be able to get up for this one.
And when you guys are sitting at 9 and 11, there was kind of a coming together. You guys all came together before going down to Butler. Now that you've got some perspective on that meeting and sort of what happened, how important was it to sort of come to Jesus right there and reel off what you've been able to do since then?
It was very important. Just knowing that, we stuck with each other, even though it wasn't going as planned. And, Coach always talks about trust. And, after the Valpo game, the tough loss, we had to look in each other's eyes and know that at the end of the day, we're here for each other. And we have to trust each other or else we wouldn't get the job done. So, just having that meeting, it was a blessing to know that we can trust each other and, have each other's backs through thick and thin, through whatever. So, I'm just glad we came to our senses and finally got it going.
Coach, what did you see in your guys' eyes when you talked to them right after the Valpo game and the days leading up to the game in Minneapolis?
Let's see. Maybe they were a little tired, maybe a little hungry at the time. No, I just saw a group of guys that were confused and I think lacked confidence, really. Yeah. We have talented players, and everyone does, but I think this group was just, their confidence was down, and they just were confused on, okay, how come things aren't as easy as they had hoped? But as I had to remind them that nothing's easy. I mean, it's not easy. If you're expecting something to be easy, that's when you're going to be disappointed. And I think that some of that disappointment showed through in how we became disjointed when things got rough. We became further apart as a team. It was individuals out there rather than, okay, we're not going to get it all back in one possession, but let's do it one possession at a time. And once you can then see the guys having fun. I also saw guys that were like, man, wow, we have to be better than this. They weren't having fun. And you can only have fun when you win it. That's what I told myself. We're not going to have any fun, guys. I'm not going to come into practice and smile and run around here like we're having a party, and when we're losing games, that's not how it works. We have to win games. We have to feel good about ourselves. But confidence, I saw a group of guys that were really just confused, lacked some confidence.
Tone, how much have you dreamed about the NCAA tournament?
I mean, obviously a lot. When you're coming up playing basketball, that's what it's all about, is getting to that point, and we've put ourselves in a position to possibly get there. So it feels pretty good to be in this position and to have those dreams be a possibility.
Anthony, did you watch championship week games very often, and how exciting will it be to be a part of one of those games that matters so much?
I mean, like Tone said, I've just been, just waiting for my opportunity and to hope that I would ever have one. But knowing that we have the opportunity and we control our own destiny now, watching all those games, you take things from those games. Like, you're a coach. Like, when I watch those games, I figure out how I can get better defensively or how I can get better offensively. Even though it's not my team, I look at other teams and, try to help my game and help the team get better. But just being in this position, it's a dream come true, and I'm blessed, and I'm ready to stay focused and ready to stick to the game plan and get the job done.
Anthony, are there moments that you recall from past Milwaukee Butler games before you arrived here, being from the city and kind of that being the matchup within this league?
Just the physicality, just knowing how hard they work, and they don't take plays off and they don't rest. Just looking at all the players, what they've come from, and just the history of Butler and Milwaukee. I mean, it's something special, and I look forward to playing those games, and I'm sure all of our teammates do. But we just gotta stay focused and be ready.
Coach, do you think this is sort of the premier matchup in the Horizon League? I mean, no disrespect to other schools, obviously, but with the history of these two programs in the last decade or so, is this kind of the game no matter when it takes place?
Well, you said it, no disrespect to the other programs, so I don't know if I can say that. I do know that there's a lot of history between the two programs, and there's a lot of pride between both programs. We talk about Milwaukee, they talk about the Butler way. So I just think it's two teams that I think we both enjoy the preparation of the games. Their staff, I know they're very proud of how they do things. I know we're excited about the preparation of it. Now it's up to the guys to go out there and play, but I think part of it too is when you look at both of the teams and their coaching staffs. We have Ronnie Jones, he used to play. They have Graves and others, and I forget the other kid that can really shoot it now, Archie. There's so many of them around. I mean, probably all of them played there at one point. But you see, I mean, so that's still part of it. So I know Archie and I know Graves, they're out there right now practicing, and they're fired up. They wish they can get out there and play, 'cause I know Coach Jones feels the same way. So I think that adds to it, is that on the staffs you have players that played against each other in these big games. And now we're coaches. We can't do anything but sit on the sideline and direct.
You talked a lot about the six-man even on Saturday night, but going back to that last championship game between Butler and Milwaukee here, I mean, are you preparing your guys for an even greater atmosphere, the one that you saw, the last time there was a championship game here between those two teams?
Well, I just want the guys to make sure that they keep their emotions in the right place. You can get so fired up that you kind of speed up and you do some things, or you reach, you grab, you do some things that are uncharacteristic, or you take some quick shots. But I think they know. I mean, after Saturday, they saw the crowd, and they know how exciting this place is going to be, how it's going to fill up tomorrow.
Robert, the program's had some up and downs the last few years, but you managed to keep your coaching staff intact. And then, has that stability been helpful in getting to this point and building this program back up to where you want it to be?
Well, I don't look at it as up and downs. I look at it as a steady progress to where we are right now, and that's exactly how our record has shown. It's been just a steady progress, and it might not have been as fast as we had hoped, but we stuck to the plan. And you're right, having a coaching staff together Because it's trust on the coaching staff side of it too, and not just with the players. And we got to know each other a lot better. We started to bring guys in that are, every year we just kind of kept adding pieces, and it's just been a steady and consistent effort to get to where we are right now.